Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this logo, really fuzzy. Um, I just noticed something that I didn't add, but I'll add it. Uh, I've taken this logo and worked on it so far to this, and good vector, clean lines. And I just realized I need to put a little shadow in some of the, if they want it. There's some shadowing going on, like right here. And they're going to print it on white. Um, Anyway, so what I did, I took it, I made it smaller. It's only 4x2, and I traced it. Well, let's just do it. I went to Trace Bitmap, Outline Trace, Clip Art, and then I went to remove color from entire image, and we have that right there. Now I've lowered it. And then from now on, don't move it. Now, it's pretty, I mean, this is trash. That's going to be it. And see, now you can really see the shadow, but I'm going to add that in another video maybe. And then, this has white background with uh, same color. She wants to use different colors, but I've made it where she could change the color at any time. So what we're going to do, this thing is less than 4. Let's set our nudge factor on like 5. And I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool, set on any color, and I'm going to fill in that O and nudge it over. O, O, the E. And you want to get just the inside of the letter. You don't want that outer part. So you want to kind of be zoomed in when you do this. Because see, you don't, so I'm gonna nudge over every time. And then I'll just look at it, make sure I've got everything. So it doesn't look like much, but that is good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and group this together, Control G, make a duplicate and put it over here, and then I'm going to left click, right click. And if you look on the original, there is a black line and basically a white line around both of them. You just can't see the white line. Maybe, you know what? There's a white line right there on both letters. So we're going to take, the reason I took the fill out is so we can contour it. And I'm going to go to Effects and Contour. I'm going to contour twice. I'm going to make it actually 0.02, a little bit bigger this time. I did 0.01 earlier. And we're going to get that. Now, I don't have to break the contour part because I don't really want the contour or I don't want the lines. So now I'm going to take my Smart Fill tool, set on black. And let me zoom in here. Set on black. So I'm going to make the first part of the next to the letter black. This might be a little bit unorthodox, or maybe not the best way to do it. And if this is a really big deal, you could have I've got a hookup for a graphic designer that could retrace this and for like $15 and look unbelievably good. So we've got all that. Now we're going to go to white. And because it's white, I'm going to put a box around it, a rectangle, just so we can see the, whoa, just so we can see the, guess I didn't make a rectangle. And let's make it green, object, order, back a page. So this way, when we fill in with the white, we'll be able to see it. So we're just making a double outline basically, and don't forget to do that part. So everything that's open now will be white. And I think they're printing us on they said a white jersey. So this might not be totally necessary. And now I can select it all and right click, no outline. And now I can move it over to here. Of course, it doesn't look like much, but there is a black and white outline around those letters. Now we're going to move them down for a second. Let's just move the letters down. Matter of fact, let's group them together. And now let's do the other letters. And we can change the color at any time. So we did those. We're going to do these now. We're going to fill them in with, let's go dark blue. So I'm nudging. I'm just, and I think I got them all. So we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to Control G to group them. Control D to duplicate it, move it over there. And then we're going to take away I take away the fill when I'm doing this, because if you don't, you'll get the fill color will come in. So we're going to select it all, do the same thing, 2 steps, 0.02. Now let's bring our green box in. So we can see what we're doing is go back to black. I find it easier to probably set the inner part first. This looks like a lot of work, but it's really not once you get kind of the hang of it. And there's more than one way to do this, because you could separate the deal and actually have layers of black and white on top of it. I might show a little clip of that too. And I think if they're printing this on a white jersey, this white line is not going to show up. And that's why I put a rectangle around it. So one, I can see it, but two, if it leaks, I won't go over the whole page. Okay. Select all that, take away the outline. It's just taking away that red outline. Move that over there, group this together, and let's actually just move this up. So I was going to say that this might be the hardest part, but I believe it's going to be. I have not figured out yet how to create. Let me go to the original. How to create that. I've got an idea. But anyway, you can see the outline pretty good. The other one is the oil tower. It is pretty easy, just a couple of steps. Let's go ahead and let's fill it in with that dark blue. And at this time, you could, if you wanted to, you could clean this up. Depending on, I mean, it's pretty good. I made it really sharp, or the traced it really sharp. So I'm going to say it's good. I mean, you could go through there and change some things, but I wouldn't bother with it. So now we're going to take this and we're going to contour just one time to the outside. Now I'm going to look at the original. You know, the original has all white inside and no other contour. So another way to do that instead of contouring that, because I don't know if you see the inside contour, well, let's just get rid of them. We could make a rectangle. So break the contour apart, and then you could just take your virtual segment delete tool and delete these inner parts. Now we got the outer part, but I want the whole thing white behind it. So what we're going to do now, we're going to move that over. Whoop. I'm going to ungroup it. Well, there we go. And that's going to be our fill. We're going to go ahead and fill this in. And on this one, we could use the color eyedropper and it's this, I'm going to make it the same color as that. And then when we take this is our, whoop, I filled it in. That's one thing about the Smart Fill tool, you got to get off of it. And now we can fill in, there's only one color around the oil derrick. The whole thing is, you know what? I'm going to add white to the whole thing here in just a second. So yeah, you know what? I am going to do that. I'm going to contour it again because I'm going to take this shape and make it all white. And then when it goes over here and goes over there, we want that white. So really, I'm going to need to contour that contour again. So you don't want to really mess anything up. Take a rectangle, fill it in. I'm going to go ahead and use blue just because it's quicker, and then fill that in. And now you have that exact shape again. Well, you know what? That's going to be on the, yeah, that'll still work. So I want to turn this all white and move it up so it'll be white behind it. Go to Object, Order, Back a Page. And see, now it's going to have a white background, but we can tilt, we'll go ahead and move it all over there to where it needs to go. And because I'm nudging, now we can take that red, and now find, you know, you could use the color eyedropper, but the thing's kind of, the bucket has to be perfect. See, I'm off. So in this case, it's a lot better with the Smart Fill tool because the Smart Fill tool has that cross. And that's going to, see, it's white on the inside and got a red outline. All right, that's all I'm going to do for part one. I'm going to take a little break, and that's pretty good. I would be happy with that. Anyway, stay tuned for part two, and thank you for watching.